can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going,
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flays and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. It's my boy. Excuse the left. Excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Carmen Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, then chat, let him hear it. So, yeah. What is up, everyone? This is the Hours of Chaos podcast. This is episode 170. We are live on the 5th anniversary of the Hours of Chaos. The 5th anniversary, going strong for 5 years. 5 years. It's hard to believe, y'all. 5 years, it's had its ups and downs. There's been times where it was going to probably retire or just disappear off the face of the earth and not just tell anyone. But we're still here because, I have a love and passion for this. I don't care about the reputation. I'm just here having fun, just talking what I know and love. So, how is everyone? Cheers to 5 years. So, we are going to hopefully have quite a few guests on. We have a few name guests lined up. And it's just going to be a celebration, And just reminiscent on doing this show because, not a lot of shows can say that they, like podcasts, can say they've been going strong for like 5 years. Not a lot can usually say that. I never even thought this show would go for 5 years. Like I said, there was times where this show had its ups and downs to where I was just going to quit it altogether and just not tell anyone. But I'm glad I've kept it going after all these years. It seems like a lot of people are actually quite glad that it's still going strong. Of course, we have quite a few giveaways to give away tonight. So we have quite a few giveaways that we are giving away. We are definitely giving away plenty of stuff tonight. Quite a few extra things that I have that I'm just parting ways with. So, for those who've been following the show for quite some time, what are some of your guys' favorite episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcast? If you guys could pick who have been some of your favorite guests on the show. You know, 5 years of just going strong with this show, you know. Like I said, but hopefully everyone's just doing good, you know. This show has had its ups and downs, you know. You know, stuff is getting right back on track for your boy. Just so much good stuff is just coming about with everything that I've been going through, you know. I've had its ups and downs, you know. Someone really dear to me passed away a few weeks ago. I'm just getting my life back on track with a lot of stuff, you know. Because there was times during my shows when I looked like I was out of it. Because, you know, I have been doing this show for 5 years by myself. I've been doing this show 5 years by myself. I've never had a co-host. I've done it just for 5 years by myself. I've always thought about getting a co-host, but then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to rely on having a co-host because sometimes you can't even rely on having a co-host these days. Sometimes you just got to rely on just doing everything yourself. And I'm just excited, you know. I'm excited to get out of Colorado. You know, there's a lot to be proud of, you know. Things are just starting to, like, turn around for me after all the stuff I've been through. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring some guests on. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and send the link to some people. All right, y'all. The invite has been sent to one of our first guests of the night. Yeah, this is just a celebration, you know. I did not think I would be doing this show for 5 years. There's times where I wanted to just give up and stop doing the show, you know, because always a lot of personal stuff, you know, a lot of crazy stuff has happened to me in the last some years. Here's our first guest, y'all. What up?
What up? I'm Siren, everybody. What up, Dawn Chaos?
What up? Thank you for joining the show.
Absolutely. I'm honored. Thank you. Happy 5th anniversary.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a hell of an achievement. I commend you. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for joining. I guess the stars kind of aligned, you might say.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. So for those who don't know who you are, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Siren Von Wicked. I'm a horrorcore rapper from Pittsburgh. I'm on Track Addict Records. I've been rapping for about 4 years. And I just came out with 2 new music videos back to back, Bad Girl and Pure Evil. And I actually met the people here, you and the people at Carnival Chaos from Cuss Creations. So they led me to you. So shout out to them and Stephanie over there and Kuhn.
Oh yeah. So, how did you actually come up with your name? Like, how did you come up with it, and how long have you been doing music?
Actually, well, I've been doing music since I could basically talk. I started off with classic rock, and then I went on to opera, and I've always been kind of a twisted, different kind of person, and Track Addicts approached me and said, would you like to try horrorcore rap? You could say anything you want and nothing is off limits. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty awesome. So I tried it. I loved it. And my producer, Ron Bars, actually named me Siren.
Nice. And then how did you actually get introduced to like the horrorcore scene or the wicked shit? Like, what's the first song you remember hearing that like grasped your attention?
Oh, ICP for sure. I'm sure everybody says that, but you know, old 90s ICP like really grabbed my attention. But to be honest, I try not to listen to too much rap because I don't want to be influenced and sound like anybody else. And I think it's working. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit there and study other rappers and be like, you know, try to copy their style or be like, oh, this is what horrorcore is. I kind of just do me because they said, you know, you're horrorcore. Well, if I'm horrorcore, then I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. You know, that's what makes people famous whenever they break out of the shell. And my music doesn't sound like anybody else's. So.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's one thing I always said that a lot of music was lacking. Like in the 90s, remember, everyone had their own unique sound and flow. No one sounded the same.
Yeah, exactly. Now everybody sounds exactly the same, especially in horrorcore. Believe it or not, we're supposed to be like a genre of unique people, but everyone kind of sounds the same.
Yeah.
Would you agree? I mean, I think so.
I mean, there are some people that try to sound like other people, but I've also ended up finding people who have their own unique sound and flow, which is good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's just like one of those things where you just gotta dig deep for it.
Yeah, you do, but like I said, like I don't look around. I don't know like a lot of work, or I know like the big ones, you know what I mean? But like I have a song with King Gordy. So I know like the major work rappers. I don't know a lot of ones that are more along the lines of you know, my stature, I guess you would say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree, but there's always someone out there always dope. And if you could remember when you were younger, what's actually the first like song that made you? Sorry, we have a windstorm going on here. So
okay, I was like, I thought that was me.
No, if I fade in and out, you could like continue talking, and then I eventually hop back on. It's because right now we have like a major windstorm going on right now.
Where are you?
I am in Colorado.
Oh, I lived in Colorado. That's actually where I started rapping.
Yeah, I actually live in Denver.
Oh, wow. You love it?
Oh, yeah, I was born and raised here.
Okay. Yeah, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, and I moved to Colorado, and it was really beautiful there, but like I don't smoke weed, so I was kind of bored. That's like the main thing people do out there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, and I'm actually moving because the price of living here is getting ridiculous.
I rented in a one bedroom out of a house, you know, where a guy was staying, and it was almost $800.
Yeah. Now
for one bedroom.
Yeah, now it's like $1,000. It's ridiculous.
That wasn't for the like whole apartment. Like that $800 was just for one room. So
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone up ridiculously that even trailer parks are expensive here.
Oh, I bet. Well, it's because it's so beautiful there and everything's brand new.
Well, that and there's like just a lot of like construction here and whatnot.
Yeah, there is. I remember that. Like, and I don't know, it was people in Pittsburgh are a little more rough around the edges. People there kind of like, I made a joke. I told a girl she smells like AIDS, and I think she almost had a nervous breakdown. She's like, she didn't talk to me anymore. She's like, you can't say that kind of stuff, but if you said that to someone in Pittsburgh, they would lose it and think it was hilarious. So I don't know. It's really different here.
Yeah, a lot of states and cities are very different and whatnot.
And what you can say and how you can act. Like people, it's crazy. Like you were really rough around the edges here, but there's really genuine people here too. So.
Oh yeah.
You know, like they'll like cuss you out, but then they'll be like your best friend at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm still here. I'm just looking for one of your tracks to play. We're actually going to play the current one. We won't be able to play the video, but we can definitely still play the track if that's okay.
Okay. Thor said that he was going to play the video when he came on.
Yeah, I don't know when he's going to be on, but yeah, we'll definitely play one of your tunes throughout the night.
Sounds good. I actually definitely got a lot better over the years. Like when I first started out, I think I was trying to battle King Gordy and who could be the most disgusting. Mm-hmm. And but like I've definitely softened it. Like I realized you don't have to be that shocking to be a good horrorcore rapper. You know what I mean? And definitely my cadence and my flow have gotten a lot better too.
I'm still here.
Oh, I know you are.
Okay, I'm back. Don't know what happened there.
That's fine.
Yeah, since you live in Pittsburgh, do you actually know the dude's Dead Camp?
No.
Ah, well, definitely
Are
check
they
them out.
rappers from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, they're like a super group.
Oh no, I never even heard of them.
Yeah, they're really dope. Definitely look them up on YouTube.
I will. How long have they been around?
They've been like rapping for quite some time, but they've really like starting to like take it more into like a career lately.
Okay. How many guys are in the group?
Probably about 8 or 9. They always say they are like the Wu-Tang Clan of the horrorcore scene.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. That sounds really cool, actually.
Oh yeah, they are definitely dope. But
I know of the band Wickedwood from this. They're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they are.
So I guess we got a little decent horrorcore scene. It's not Detroit, but I'd love to visit Detroit and do a show or something. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, I visited there. It's a very nice city.
Is it nice? I heard it was kind of scary.
Oh, like TJ gets here to play the video.
What's that?
Oh, we're still gonna play a song like for the audience to listen to.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna play Bad Girl or Pure Evil?
I was gonna play Bad Girl because I love that song.
Okay, awesome. I actually recorded that one more recently. The other one I recorded a while back and just made the video now. So.
Oh, thank you for correcting us, Lakeland. Actually, Wickedwood is from the Carolinas.
They are?
Yeah.
I thought one of them is from Pennsylvania.
No, not that I remember. No.
Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and play the song Bad Bad Girl. So here we go, y'all.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go.
I'm a bad, so addictive, seductive, the mistress you in love with. I want affliction and everything it comes with. Keep me restricted and we can have some fun quick. In a position and every way your tongue licks. So light up the candles on manos and I'll be a fantasy. I've been so damaged I kick off my sandals like fuck it, you think you can handle me? Grab on my head, straddle my chair, give me a paddle, daddy I dare. Keep me in shackles, under the stairs, I never tattle, I never tell. So yell at me and call me filthy names. Tell me go to hell filled with all your guilt and blame. Pills got me feeling just a little bit insane. But if you had to kill, I would hide all the remains. I'm a bad, bad girl. I need for you to punish me and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm a bad, bad girl. I love it when you're robbing me and tell me I'm wrong. I'm a bad, bad girl.
He froze.
Running all down my face. Inside legs wide at my place. He controls every single move I make. Gotta follow all the rules that I choose to break. He is a leader, no, not a follower. Put it on me, I would just swallow it. Crawl on my knees, I will take all of it. Siren, don't bleed, I will demolish it, making it bleed. Pussy be throbbing and give me the tape. Allow me to polish it, what do you need? I can abolish you, call me a tease. You never get part of it all. And I saw that you called, but I didn't call back, cause I couldn't get up. I had a bunny to tap, and she's mysterious, always wearing a mask, and we look so devious, so you know not to ask. I need for you to punish me, and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm a bad, bad girl. I love it when you're robbing me, and tell me how long. I'm a bad, bad girl. I need for you to punish me, and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm a bad, bad girl. I love it when you're robbing me, and tell me how long. I'm a bad, bad girl. I got a confession. No one ever knew I had a fetish for bunnies. I don't care what your face looks like underneath. Just keep that mask on, girl. Keep that mask on. I'm a bad, bad girl. So, whose choice is it? What's good and what's bad? I say it's my choice that being bad feels real, real good. I'm a bad, bad girl. Everybody gets mad at me. Try to tell me what I'm doing's wrong. I'm a bad, bad girl. They don't seem like very happy people, so when I lay in bed at night, I know I got a big smile on my face and usually a head between my legs. I'm a bad, bad girl.
We have found a witch. How do you know she is a witch? She looks like one.
Hell yeah. I love
That
how
of that song. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I said I love at the end how you added the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I fucking love that movie.
Yes. In the end, when I'm talking, he was just, my producer was like, just say stuff. I'm like, I don't know what to say. And he's like, that was like right off the top of my head. I was just saying things. And it turned out pretty good. So I'm surprised you like that more than Pure Evil, but
I mean, Pure
really
Evil's a
like
good
that
song too.
I really like that song. I have a decent amount of songs now. You know, I probably only have like 25 songs, maybe.
Oh yeah, but I could tell with that song you were having
another music video called Gasoline soon.
Oh yeah, I could just tell with that song you were like having fun with it. I could just tell.
Oh, it was a really fun song. Like those bars, you know, you think you can handle me? Like it is really fun. Like, I wanted to do something a little bit different than I usually do, because usually my stuff's really offensive and like really dark. So I tried to do something like a little bit more for everybody, like more like a crossover into like pop, like horrorcore pop sounding. You know what I mean?
Right. And yes, Lakeland, we are going to play Pure Evil, but we're waiting till TJ gets here so we can play the music video. Because I'm live on my phone and I can't screen share. Otherwise, yes, I would.
I'm on my phone too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, normally I would do stuff on my computer, but I've been like saving money so I can like update stuff. I used to have a computer desk, but I've had to keep it in storage. But now I'll be able to get that out of storage. I'll have my computer back. I'll have a cool microphone now when I do my show, and headphones, and a nice desk to sit at again.
Yeah, TJ said that you were having a little bit of problems with your computer, so
Yeah, but then when I found out I could just do everything through my phone, I was like, fuck it. The quality's good on my phone. Why not?
Yeah, if I have a nice phone, like this nice and clear, you know what I mean? I have one of those TikTok lights, you know what I mean, that goes around and holds your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It works really good. Whenever I do interviews, that's what I use, or take pictures of myself or whatever. I do the Crust Gang modeling, you know what I mean, the Crust Cash models.
Yeah.
I do that, so I use my phone and my Ring to take my pictures. I haven't put out any pictures for them yet, but I'm working on doing that this week, so I got a lot going on right now.
Hell yeah. And is there actually anyone you would actually like to work with that you haven't worked with right now?
Right now, who would I like to work with?
Yeah. Like, do like a track with.
I'd like to do a track with Shaggy Tudo, but that would never happen.
I think anything is possible these days. Like, I knew people that never thought they could get verses from people, and they ended up getting verses from them, so.
And I've been friends with Ritz for about 4 years. We talk on Instagram all the time, and there's a possibility that I could do a track with him. I think that that's more possible. I would really, really, really like to do that. I was actually thinking about, bringing it up to him, because we never talk about it. We just talk like friends, you know what I mean? But I would really like to do a song with him. Who wouldn't want to do a song with him?
Right. Fun, cool thing is me and him actually share the same birthday.
Do you?
Yep. We were both Leos. We were both born on the same date.
And he's from Pennsylvania, and I'm not lying about that one.
Yeah. I believe he's from Pennsylvania, but he mainly grew up in Georgia, right?
Yes. You're right.
Yeah, he claims Georgia more because that's more where he grew up.
Yeah. You're a rep where you like actually grew up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Lakeland in the chat, like, he's done a lot of my logos for me. So if you ever want him like to do something for you, just like hit him up on Instagram, Lakeland Lunacy, and I'm sure he could work something for you.
If you could have anybody on your show, who would it be?
Oh,
anybody.
I mean, I've already had quite a few known people on the show. I've had Rude Boy on the show. My first interview was, official interview was with Fuego Flames, Misery's cousin.
Yeah.
I've had the legendary...
I know Trey Flows.
Oh, yeah, I know who Trey Flows is. That's my dude.
Trey Flows, if you're watching, I talked to him today.
Hell yeah, shout-outs to all my dudes at Spanish
He
Side.
said that he'd be watching the show, so.
Hell yeah. I've interviewed quite a few people. I've had the Flatliners on the show. They were like one of the epitomes, like the originators of horrorcore. They were like the first rappers like to really claim the term horrorcore.
Okay.
I've had them on, which is a very big episode that still gets overlooked even to this day. But oh well.
Wow.
And people are like, not every day someone can get the originators of this genre on their show.
No, hell no. That's really hard to do.
And you're about to get your mind blown. One of the members of Flatliners, get this, he is the nephew of one of the members of Run DMC.
No way.
And he's the nephew of former guy who ran Def Jam Records, Russell Simmons.
Are you serious?
So yes, the nephew of one of the members of Run DMC is one of the founders of the horrorcore genre.
I had no clue.
Yeah, they're definitely dope. Like their very first album, they just became big and known off of one album, and their album was called USA, which when people found out what it stood for, that's what scared people. But when you see why the album's called USA, you can see why they called it that. The album was called Under Satan's Authority. They were saying that's how it felt that the country was being at the time, hence USA.
I thought it was Esham. Esham's one of the founders too, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that have like founded the genre, but everyone had their own style. But Flatliners were like the first group to really claim horrorcore and say the genre.
Awesome. You
Like
know your horrorcore.
Yeah, everyone's had their own like sound and unique theme. You know, they were the first. Then you had Ghetto Boys in the early 80s. But then on the West Coast here in this area, we had like Brother Lynch Hung and Insane Poetry doing that same kind of shit.
They are.
Yeah, so almost everyone had their own style and sound. It just depends in the region you came from. Like I say, people in the Midwest and Detroit, they had Esham. Well, here in Colorado and Cali, we had like Insane Poetry and Brother Lynch Hung. So everyone's always had their sound and unique theme, and they just call it a different thing. Like apparently Necro calls
it is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Necro calls his style. He calls it death rap.
Death rap.
Like everyone has their own sound for it. Like Scum, who runs LSP, he calls his style gore hop.
I know Scum. I've talked to him before. I remember when I first came out, he asked me to listen to some of my music. He's a really nice guy.
He is, and everyone will tell you, he seems like an intimidating dude, but he's very nice.
He's super nice. Actually, all the horrorcore, like everyone in horrorcore that I've met is really nice. Actually, they're not mean like you would think that they would be. Like I met Gmo Ski, and I was talking to him. I was like, maybe we should make a song that makes people want to kill themselves. Like I thought he would think it was funny, and he kind of looked at me like, this girl's crazy. Like he's actually more reserved and like timid. I don't know if you say timid, but he's more reserved and like quiet, you know, than you would think he would be.
Yeah.
But I don't even think that he's on Magic Ninja anymore.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. I don't even know who's on Magic Ninja anymore.
In all honesty, I don't think a lot of us do. Just saying. I'm just saying. I think a lot of us don't these days. Basically, what I've done in the last few years is I've always like made my circle like smaller. Like I stopped associating with some people due to like personal reasons, or people were doing shady shit. So I'm like, no. I'm not, you stay in your lane now. I'm gonna do me.
You gotta stay away from people, shady people. Doesn't matter who they are, how big they are, even like if they're shady, you know, and they're not doing right by you, you gotta stay away from them, you know?
Yeah, like Scum is actually one of my greatest mentors. That dude has given me like so much advice, and when that man gives you advice, you sit and you listen.
Yeah, that's how Ritz is for me. You know what I mean? He's like, and so's Trey Flows too. They both have like given me like a lot of advice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because I always tell people you're never too old to take advice from people, especially for people that have been in it longer than you. Those are the people that always you need to listen to and pay forward to. Like I always just was brought up saying, if you show respect, you get respect in return. And sometimes you may not always get respect in return. And if you don't, you don't. But where I come from, if you give someone props, sometimes you get props in return, sometimes you don't.
I think that's how it is everywhere, to be honest.
Yep. And I've always just learned that growing up, and that life is just too short, you know?
Yep.
Because I've lost.
Life is so short. Like, it's crazy how fast my career's gone by. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, wow, like, how many years do I have left? You know what I mean? It's just like, it goes by really quick, but you know, I'm gonna do it till I die. So
Yeah,
if you don't like me, get used to this face because I'm not going anywhere.
Well, not even if there's one thing that the clowns have taught us, like back in the day, you just got to embrace the hate sometimes and just be like, okay.
Yep. Oh, clowns are the kings of embracing hate.
I know. And now look, finally, after many years, they are finally starting to get the props that they deserve now.
Isn't that amazing? I know. They're OGs now.
Yep. Like I remember watching that interview that they did with that famous hip hop station, and they literally told the dude straight, and the dude was like trying to explain, like, he was like, you could tell he was like hesitant about answering the question. They're like, well, are we considered rap and hip hop and OGs in this stuff to you? And the dude's like, well, yeah, I guess. It was kind of funny. He was like intimidated about answering whether yes or no, because you could tell that he was like, okay, do I say yes and I get hated on for calling him that, or do I say no and then get more shit on for that?
Well, I don't know. I met ICP through Blase Rose. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah, I've met them too. Very chill, humble dudes.
Oh yeah. Like, I've done martial arts my whole life, and I was talking to Shaggy. We were talking about martial arts, and we were talking about voodoo. And then he went up to Ouija Mac, and he was like, I bet you any money my girl here would kick any of your asses. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I know me and Shaggy will definitely talk about hours for is like Star Wars, because our love for Star Wars.
That's awesome. He's a really nice guy to talk to, really easy to talk to.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I first met them, I was telling them, I know you guys have probably heard this millions of times, but thank you. And they're like, no, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's pretty much something that I now do when I meet people that know me. They're like, thank you for all that you do. I'm like, no. And I look them dead in the eye and I give them a firm handshake. I'm like, thank you. Or I do this to them.
So that's awesome. That's what I met Jared from Head PE, and that's what he did. He went like this when he met me. I was like, oh wow, you're really cool. You know what I mean? I saw Head PE twice. I really like Head PE a lot.
Yeah. What are probably some of your best shows that you've been to? Or what was your first show that you actually remember going to?
You're going to make fun of me.
Well, everyone has their first show.
It was Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock, actually.
Hey, I grew up listening to Limp Bizkit when I was younger, so I wouldn't make fun of you. I love Limp Bizkit. That's the stuff I grew up on.
Yeah,
I'm not
I went with my mom. I was so young.
Hey, I would have loved to have gone to Limp Bizkit, especially back in the day. I'm not too keen on their current stuff, but their old stuff, yes.
Yes, I didn't even know they were still making music.
I mean,
did you see that clip where Shaggy drop kicks Fred Durst in the back?
Yeah, fun theory is my homie is actually responsible for filming that.
Really?
Like, there's footage, I don't know if you've seen it, when Shaggy's like, he's like at the side of the stage, like, we're about to drop kick Fred Durst. Yeah, the one guy who filmed that was someone that I knew.
Oh my God.
And people thought Shaggy was legit trying to do that. I'm like, no, he was just playing a prank on him.
Yeah, I thought when I first saw it, I thought he was serious. I really did.
But yeah, if you watch the clip, what Shaggy did, where he's like, we're about to drop kick Fred Durst, he was like, you could tell he was a little faded. Like, he might have had a little too much to drink.
Well, and you could tell that he intentionally wasn't trying to hit him. Like, he could have hit him with the kick if he wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, some people age well and some people don't. And I hate to say this, but Fred Durst has not aged well at all.
No, he didn't.
There's a lot of people that have it. Like Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, he has not aged well at all.
Oh, he's terrible. He's terrible. Like, and Lindsay Lohan, I don't know if you know who she is, but she is really bad.
Yep.
She really did. I'm trying to think of who else that I know that aged pretty bad. I don't know. Britney Spears was kind of rough there for a while.
Yeah. But also usually when drug abuse, that's usually what happens too.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, I've never done that stuff. The only thing I've ever done growing up was drink occasionally, and then I just do weed. That is all I've done. That is all I'll ever do.
It's so funny. Your window behind you, you can see the sun. This is my window.
Oh yeah, because it's still
black.
Yeah, because it's like still sunlight here.
Yep, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what's funny, like the time zone. And you could see the window behind you's all sunny and mine's pitch black.
Right. But yeah, I would have loved to go to a Limp Bizkit show back in the day. Maybe now, but I don't know. Like I said,
it was a blast. He put on a really good show, actually.
Yeah. Like I said, if I went now, if they performed some of their classics, I would be keen on it. But if they performed some of their current stuff, I probably would not be too keen on it.
Yeah.
But it is funny when you go to a show, like, and you're there to like listen to classic books by a group, and you're like getting live and having fun, and everyone's looking at you like you're an idiot. It's like, what? I'm getting live.
I'm having fun.
Right? It's like you go to a concert to have fun.
I don't think I could go to enough ICP shows. I had such a blast. Like the last one I went to, like, was the first time I met Blase Rose in person. Like, she bought all my drinks. She got me on stage. She got me to meet everybody. But her and Jay finally broke up after 5 years. So
yeah.
Now she has that group Trine.
Yep, I've heard of it.
What do you think of it?
I mean, I find it very interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely very unique.
I definitely like to give stuff a shot. I've never been closed-minded. I always like to give something a shot. Like, there's been times, like, I always learned growing up that there might be some stuff that everyone hates, but I end up loving, or sometimes there's something that everyone loves that I end up hating. Like, that's just how I've always been. I've always just formed my own opinion on stuff.
Well, you got to. And then there's some people that'll just say that they like something just to try to fit in. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know how many times I had that growing up in school. Like, some guys were like, I'm down with the clown. I swear I want to be down. I'm like, no.
No, go away. Go away.
I was like, this isn't something that makes you cool. I'm like, I am the weirdo in school. I am the outcast. This is not something to be cool.
It's not something that, hey, I want to be down with the clown.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm cool in my own way, but to the outside world, we're not cool. Well, we don't care what the outside world thinks. At least I don't.
Right. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But it's getting more and more accepted over the years, I think. Don't you?
I mean, I'm glad it is starting to get more accepted than it was, but back then, it was like just mad crazy. Like people think we were crazy now. Try being back in the early 90s, early 2000s. There was some crazy shit that would happen.
Oh, I know. That was when it was an awesome time to be a juggalo. And that's when like family really, really stood for something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And I've watched who I like consider like my family, because I know there is always going to be some people that always end up backstabbing you. So I always tell people, if I call you bro or sis, I legit mean that shit. I don't just call anyone that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And a lot of people don't even know the significance of calling someone that, you know?
And a lot of people just don't understand. Some people just don't know loyalty these days, and there's not a lot of loyalty in the world these days.
Well, a lot of people throw out, you know, juggalo lingo just to try to fit in, or like if they meet a juggalo, they're like, oh, whoop, whoop. Like they just think if they say that they're going to be automatically like accepted. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's weird, but you know what? I appreciate, like, I have juggalo fans, I have mainstream fans, I have fans like from all different genres actually. Even though I am horrorcore, I'm not a juggalo rapper. I'm not painting my face and trying to copy ICP, you know what I mean?
Which there's been a lot of people that try to do that. It's like, no. Like, I've recently just found this group that my friends sent me. They do ICP, but they do their own twist on it. Now, this is dope. They are actually a metal band that does ICP covers, and they do it so well.
Who is it?
I think they're called they're called the Hatchet Man Project, but they wear like ski masks and they like cover ICP songs and they do like metal versions of them.
I would love to hear that. What did you say it was called again?
The Hatchet Man Project. I'll actually send you the link to their YouTube channel.
Yeah, I would love to check that out.
Like, my homie sent it to me. They did a cover of Dead Body Man, like, and it's like a metal version of it, and it sounds dope.
I bet it does. I would love to hear that, because I love all genres of music except for country.
That's like me. I've always just loved music in general. Music's always been a part of my life. It's helped me get through a lot in life.
Me too. I think
when I hear a song, I can tell you where I was.
I'm sorry?
I said the reason why I love music so much, because when I hear a song, I could tell you where I was in that point in time when that song came out, or what was going on in my life around that time.
Music that can like I don't say this lightly, like music has saved my life. Like when I had nothing and no one, and I was doing some bad things, trying to get back into being, you know, right. All I had was music, and the greatest thing about music is no one can take that from you because it's in your head.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't take that from me. It's in here.
Exactly.
You know? And it definitely saved me for sure.
Oh, yeah. And then there's those songs that sometimes when you do hear them, sometimes it might be harder for you to hear it, because then maybe it brings back to a certain time in your life, but you're like, okay, but I shouldn't regret stuff. But you can say, I was good in a dark time when that song came out, but that song helped me through.
Oh, man, like songs definitely bring you back to different places and times, and like, oh, this reminds me of high school. This reminds me of a certain boyfriend. This reminds me of my dad. This, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
That's exactly how music is.
And have you actually been to a gathering or not yet?
Not yet.
I mean, I
Not
heard like where like it is in Ohio, that's apparently not too far of a drive from Pittsburgh.
No, I know. I just haven't been able to like financially to be able to go. Like going through a really rough time, and then I lived in Colorado for a long time, and that was really, really far away. And like I'm definitely going this year. I like CPN asked me to perform on his stage, and I wasn't there. I could have performed there, and I wasn't there. You know what I mean? He messaged me. He's like, "You want to perform on my stage?" I was like, "I'm not there." You know?
Yeah.
That you know how much that sucks? Like when I think about that.
Oh yeah, there was so many times back then where I really wanted to go, but I couldn't. Either I was too young at the time, or there's no way my parents would have let me go there by myself and stuff when I was younger.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, I discovered them when I was about 8 or 9, and here I am going to be 32, and I didn't go to my first gathering until 2018. So it's bound to happen. If the theme of this gathering is called the Gathering of Dreams, I'm sure it will happen for you.
Oh yeah, I'm in a great place right now. Everything's going great with my music. Everything's going great with my life. Like I'm definitely going to be going. And I've watched a lot of gatherings on YouTube, and like I see people like doing suspension and like all kinds of crazy stuff there. I'm like, wow.
Exactly. And people say, and that's what's good about it. It's one of the few places where you can go and express yourself and be yourself and not worry about what anyone else thinks.
Yeah, you know, Flip Flop the Clown.
I do. I think
The
everyone.
foot fetish clown.
You what?
The foot fetish clown.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everyone knows him. I've seen some crazier shit though. I've seen some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, he's probably mild compared to a lot of things that go on at the gathering.
Yeah. But you also have fun. Like some people go there just because they just want to listen to music. For me, I don't just go for the music. I go because I go to see the people that I want to meet and hang out with, or that I haven't seen in a while. And the music is just like the background that I can listen to when I'm with my friends and just enjoying live music with them.
That's awesome. What's your favorite thing that's ever happened when you've been to a gathering?
Just like people that just like approach me, that like recognize me from like YouTube or social media.
Okay.
And just like come up and give me props, or just seeing people that I know and stuff like that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
The one worst part about the gathering is the last day when you have to like leave everyone and you're like, until we meet again, and you're like, I don't want to say goodbye.
Aww. Aww.
But it's fun because it's a good way to get away from all the stresses of life and of the outside world, and you can just kick it, enjoy yourself, and just be around people that you enjoy being around.
I hear that there's nothing like it. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, it's hard to put in words to describe how it is sometimes. Like some people could tell you, but it's still like hard to describe. It's a different aura or presence, you might say.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend like I know what it's like to be there, but I want to know. You know what I mean? I can't wait. I want to meet like so many people that I talk to on Instagram. You know what I mean? I want to meet them in person, you know?
Exactly. And I think that's another thing that I have plans to hopefully do, is like starting to host events at the gathering like people think I should.
You should.
Like the guys I just had on a few days ago, like I didn't And when I met these dudes in person, they gave me like so much props, and I still don't know how to take that in when people give me props. Sometimes I just don't know how to process it. Sometimes I'm like, what? What am I doing? I'm just being myself. And they're like, exactly. You're just being yourself.
It's crazy. People in the last like couple years have started to recognize me. And they're like, people will be like, I'll just be walking outside and like someone will be like, Siren, my daughter loves your music. And like, I was at Walmart and some guy gave me $100.
Oh, damn.
He's like, you're Siren. He's like, here, take this. It'll help you with your career. And I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? And like, it's just crazy. Like, people pay for my like stuff at the store.
Have people actually had you sign something or take pictures with them?
I do that all the time. I just set up a photo with somebody today. He wanted to buy a picture with me. I sell autograph photos of myself. You know, I have wristbands. I think I'm gonna make flip-flops next, like some flip-flops, Siren flip-flops. I'm gonna work on getting more and more merch out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to work on too. I'm just trying to find the right company to do that for. Like, I have a one-of-a-kind, like, prototype, like, Don Chaos jersey.
Do you?
Yeah, it's actually with my logo.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, when people give me props, I just still don't know how to process it. I'm like, what?
I know it is really confusing when people recognize me and like when they recognize you, and like my inbox is always flooded with people, but like I don't like ignore them. You know what I mean? Because where would I be without them?
Exactly.
I would be worthless. There'd be no point to me. You know what I mean? So I got to show them as much love as they show me.
Exactly.
You know? And I do respect I respect my fans so much, you know, like some artists are cocky and they don't, you know, show love to their fans. Like where would you be without your fans?
Exactly.
You'd be a nobody.
Exactly.
So you have to show, like I take time out every day to talk to at least a couple people a day.
It's like what I tell people. I didn't just win this award. We won this award.
What is that award?
This is my award for podcast radio show of the year.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you are actually on an award-winning podcast.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I feel so honored.
Hell yeah. Like, it was crazy even when I went to Detroit last year, the amount of support that I had. Like, there was some straight people that were like, bro, no matter what people say about you, the negative stuff, we got your back here in Detroit. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
You're in Detroit. I know. I mean,
and you'd expect someone to say something else, but no, this dude is someone who's a fan of my show, and this dude is straight from the hood. He's like, bro, if you need something, we got you. No one is gonna touch you. I'm like, shit.
Man, that's two things I want to do this year. I want to go to the gathering and I want to go to Detroit.
And that's one thing I've told everyone. Yes, seeing the Clowns live is dope, but there's nothing like seeing the Clowns live in their home city of Detroit.
Oh, it's probably a totally different thing.
It is, especially seeing them on Halloween night in Detroit is just awesome.
Probably. It's probably amazing.
I had a great trip there. I actually went to the actual Dog Beats location where the cover was, where the picture was taken. I was literally 6 blocks down the road from there.
Oh, wow.
So if you go like look on my socials, there's actually pictures of me at the Dog Beat set, hanging upside down on the rope. And then I did a little video vlog saying, "Where am I, guys? Guess."
Did anybody know?
I'm sure some people did once I figured it. And what's cool about Detroit is not only is it nice, but the food there is phenomenal. Like, I've had good Mexican food, but if you go to Detroit and eat authentic Mexican food, delicious.
Really? I felt that way about Colorado.
I mean, Colorado does have good Mexican food too.
Yeah.
Especially green chili. Like, we always have a term. You probably remember this. They say, you're from Colorado or living in Colorado because we put green chili on everything.
I had some great Mexican food in Colorado.
Yeah, and I've even had people out east that tell me, they're like, "What's green chili?" I'm like, "Oh my God, how dare!" I was like, "Then you need to come here."
Had blasphemy.
I mean, you got to think, out east, a lot of people don't know. Have never heard of green chili. It's mainly in Colorado and the states surrounding that they know what it is.
I know what it is.
Oh yeah, you do. But like, most people won't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people tell me, "What green chili? What's that?" They're like, "I've heard of chili, but I've never heard of green chili."
I just ate something today that's weird to you guys. I had a steak salad with fries and cheese on it.
That actually sounds good.
I eat them all the time. It's like my favorite thing. Like I ordered, went to another place, ordered a steak salad. I'm like, why is there no fries and cheese on this? I don't want it.
Yeah, I've been to like old Chicago, like the restaurant, and they have something called Italian nachos. They're like regular chips, and then they put like the ingredients that you would put like on a pizza. They have like pepperoni, sausage, and mushrooms and cheese, and that's why they're called Italian nachos.
Ooh, those sound good.
They are.
And then we have like Pamani Brothers with the sandwiches with the fries and the coleslaw on them.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever had that before.
I actually have.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. So while we're waiting for TJ, we're still going to hopefully show the video, but you okay if we still play the track Pure Evil just to get vibey?
Yeah.
All right. This is Pure Evil, y'all. Yeah.
Pure Evil, y'all.
Ice picks to the trick, slice real quick. See murder in my eyes while I'm riding on your dick until switch. Then I cut your lights out. You got like 3 or 4 seconds for your light now. There ain't no bleed with me. No, you can't reason with me. I'm not a human being, baby. I got demons in me. I have you swinging from a tree and just walk away. I got you asking everybody where is God today. So I'ma do it my way until he returns. I'm gonna set this shit on fire, let the motherfucker burn. We purge. I'ma be the one you serve. I'm gonna make sure you get what you deserve. I'm pure evil, world rich in wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this? I'm pure evil, royal rich in wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this? I'm pure evil, royal rich in wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this? I'm pure evil, royal rich in wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this? Catch me in the right mood, I might poison your food. I got nothing to lose, should've never let me loose. Either way that I choose, I'ma find a way to kill you. Siren is a hitman, bitch, when the bills do. Pop you like pills, stopping bodies for a thrill or two. Which one will I better next? Maybe that's you. I can stab with so many ways. I don't like to use weapons cause they leave a trace. And you ain't seeing my face before I'm leaving the place. I got you bound up, duct tape, just another case. It's too late to escape, but I watch them die. So it makes it kind of funny when I watch them die. Ha ha ha, I'm a maniac, lay you on your back, necrophiliac. Wrap that body up, baby, once I'm feeling that. I wanna rip out your esophagus. I'm the mistress of the wicked bitch, and baby, ain't no stopping this. Pure evil, world rich in wickedness. I'm true. can you handle this?
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
If you're the devil, why not make the straps disappear?
That's much too vulgar display of power, Paris.
Where's Reagan?
In here with us.
Show me Reagan and I'll loosen all those straps.
Can you help an old older boy, Father?
Pure evil, royal witch and wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this? I'm pure evil, royal witch and wickedness. Untreatable, baby, can you handle this?
Keep away! The power's mine.
Hell yeah.
That song has some bars, you know what I mean?
It does. Like, how do you come up with the idea for beats, or how does your producer come out with for beats? Because I would love to interview your producer.
I was talking to him today, and I was like, you should come on this show and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. He's just pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, from what I've been listening to, I was like, this person's got a good ear for beats.
Yeah, I got good beats. I got good bars, you know.
And you can
like,
tell it sounds very, very professional, and that's what I love about it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. He'll be happy to hear that. I'm sure he's watching, making sure that I don't smoke.
Yeah, and then question, how do you get your voice to get high pitched like that?
My voice is already kind of high. So whenever I rap, it just comes out like that.
Hell yeah, and I think it sounds dope.
Do you? Because I know, like, people tell me that I sound like that PP Cocaine or whatever her name is.
Oh, Jesus.
I think, but people say that they like my voice way better than hers.
Yeah, you definitely do got talent.
Oh, thank you. Like, yeah, like, I love that song, popping bodies like pills, like I don't know, like Siren is the hitman, bitch, when the bills due. Like, I love all the bars in that. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna compliment myself. I think that my bars are pretty good.
Oh yeah, who would probably be some of your influences, like, in music? Like, who are some of the people that really influenced you?
I'm just basically like early ICP, Brother Lin Chung, Esham, Gmo Ski, and in hip hop, that's mostly it. Actually, a little bit of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, like, who doesn't, right?
Right.
I like Bone Thugs.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Bone Thugs is so dope live.
Oh, I never saw him live.
Yeah, I saw him at the Gathering 2018. Yeah. 19. There we go.
The one that makes the beats, he has a song with Bone Thugs and a music video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, they're like another example that people were like dabbling with like dark rap back in the day because they would talk about Ouija board shit and all that.
Yeah. They
So
did.
everyone's done dark hip hop. Like, it's just started everywhere. It's just, it depends on the region of the country you grew up in. Like, people don't know, early 3 6 Mafia was dabbling with shit. They would call themselves 666 Mafia.
So a lot of gangster rap is very close to horrorcore rap.
Yeah, like I described it with people and they said that's a good way of describing it. I'm like, there's many levels to hip hop. There's straight hip hop, then there's the party stuff, then there's the glamorous stuff, then there's the street gutter gangster shit. And when you go down deeper, you get horrorcore.
That's where I want to be.
Well, the origination of horrorcore, a lot of people don't understand. It was like gangster rap, but it was like showing society in a more graphic tone, like saying, hey, society is on the world. If you look at it, is like one big fucking horror movie, and it makes sense.
Right. Right. And it's a lot for entertainment. People don't like juggalos don't really go walking around with hatchets killing people. Like it's like, and we're not a gang like people would say. Remember when people would say we were a gang? You remember that period?
I do. And I was getting even harassed before all of that when it officially came out. Like they were trying to classify that as gang appeal when I was still in high school. And that was years before they came out in 2011 or 12 when they did.
I was in high school too.
Or they would say that stuff is bad, but then here kids are allowed to wear Nazi paraphernalia at school, but yet that's okay.
How does that work?
I know, it's like you don't like what we like, but you allow kids to be neo-Nazis at school. Okay.
The world is so freaking twisted.
Exactly.
It is like, I don't know. I say juggalos, if we're happy and we're not hurting anybody, what's the problem? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People keep, oh my God, leave me alone. And like, this just keeps popping up this whole time I'm trying to do this podcast. People keep sending me friend requests and like this group. I should have shut this group off because it keeps popping up.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned to do on my phone is I learned to turn my notifications off because then it like will vibrate and stuff. And I was like, okay, I need to turn my notifications off.
It keeps like hiding you. It keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I gotta learn to turn that off because that is annoying.
And have you actually done any like actual live performances yet or not yet? Or are you trying to pick the right time?
I did one and it was at a yuppie bar and they weren't liking it, so I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna go full siren. I was walking up to people, getting in their face like all crazy and like all this stuff, and I was just going balls to the wall, like with my performance. I wasn't being timid, I wasn't scared. I didn't care that they didn't like it. Like as soon as we got our last piece of equipment out, they locked the doors. They were like,
damn, they were that scared.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why like I started making songs like Bad Girl so I can have songs that I could perform in public.
Oh yeah.
Because my first EP, Mistress of the Wicked, you can find all my music on Spotify. Well, that was very scary and graphic. Very scary and very graphic. Like, if you want to listen, it's very, like I said, like King Gordy-ish, you know? And King Gordy is on the Mistress of the Wicked EP. So it's pretty crazy. That one. I'm just doing singles for now, you know? Like I feel like that's, you know, people like that better. I just keep dropping singles after singles and doing music videos. People love music videos.
Oh yeah.
And Pure Evil is my favorite music video I've ever done. What do you think about it?
I actually like it, and I actually enjoy all your videos. And that's one thing, like, besides when I hear your music, I can tell when you're doing your music videos that you're having very fun filming those.
Oh, yeah, they're a blast. Well, I did musical theater my whole life, so I like acting, you know what I mean, and getting into it. And a lot of this stuff in my songs, like a lot of people know this about me, or me actually confessing real life things. You know what I mean? About like my mental health or my you know,
Well, and it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Music is like not just release therapy for the listeners, it's release therapy for the artists themselves.
yeah, I didn't know how to put it, you know what I mean? It's a way to like express myself without going to the psych ward or going to jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like ICP said that. They're like, if we were to go out and do the real things that we talked about, we'd be in jail.
Exactly.
So they said, let's just channel our anger. Let's just rap about the stuff that pisses us off the most in this world.
Yep. It's the best way to let it out. And then when you're performing and like you can just be you and it's just so fulfilling, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I look like I have so much fun, because I'm having so much fun. Like I'm acting out like, you know, things that I like, that I think about, you know what I mean? Like I fantasize about that stuff when I lay in bed at night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's like me when I do this show. I don't care about the reputation, how many people are watching. I'm just having fun doing it. I'm having fun like promoting people and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm known as the Karma Millionaire, because I just like helping people out and I ask for nothing in return. I'm like, if I get something in return, cool. If I don't, cool.
How many do you do a show a week?
I usually do like once a week, but I'm going to probably maybe start doing that twice a week, maybe. But we'll see, because I don't want to overdo myself, because I'm told I do so much that I don't want to overwork myself.
Yeah, that you don't want to do that. And then, well, people like that builds up more hype for you if you don't do it twice a week, because people wait all week for your show. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
think I've also learned that people do like to wait a whole week, because then what I do for anticipation for whenever I do have a guest on, I'll like make a trailer on my YouTube, and it will be like the person like make a clip that they send me announcing being on the show. And I tell them, now you can announce being on the show casual, you can make it funny, or you can make it serious and entertaining, however you want to send it to me.
Yeah.
Because I've just always loved helping people out. That's just how I've always been as a person.
Aw, that's awesome. Well, what made you want to start getting into doing podcasts?
Well, because I have such a like love for like this whole scene that we've grown up on. I'm like, you know what? Some people do videos talking about topics in the scene, and I do that occasionally, but I'm like, there needs to be someone who talks about all that in a live stream, a podcast, and just does all that in one stream, saying their thoughts on stuff. And then over the years, I was like, you know what? We should start having guests on here to help promote these people. So now that's why I always tell my guests, if you ever have anything that you are working on, like album-wise, and if you want to come on the show, you're welcome anytime, no matter what. Even if you've been on the show, you're always welcome back on the show.
Yeah, that's a lot like how Carnival Spirits is and stuff.
And when I interview people, like when I have them on more than once, like when I first have them on the show, I just delve into their history so people can get to know them more. And then when they see me have that person on again, they're like, okay, they said they were working on this since last time they talked to Don. What are they working on now?
Right, exactly.
Like the best way is that the dudes I had on Sunday, Metapelli Music, they literally called me the no jumper of the Juggalo underground world.
The no jumper.
You've heard of No Jumper with Adam 22. He's interviewed quite a few people. He's interviewed Suicide Boys. He's had ICP on his show.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I never heard of him before.
Yeah, just type in the No Jumper show. He has he's interviewed quite a few people that I've checked out that.
Am I frozen? No, he's just frozen. He'll be back. There he is.
Yep. I always say now the reason why my internet does that is because of so much of the freshness going on the stream and it can't contain it.
I can't contain the freshness. You cracked me up.
But yeah, definitely hit up like Lakeland on Instagram, and I'm sure if you ever want him like to do a art piece for you, like whether it be an album cover or design on a shirt, just hit him up. He's done so much artwork for people. He's done tons of artwork for Wicked Wood. He actually did the album EP artwork for Project Born's release that they released last year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, my producer does most of my art right now.
But if you ever want to expand and reach other art.
Yeah, he lets me work with other people, and he's not very possessive, you know what I mean? He lets me like work with whoever I want, pretty much do whatever I want, you know what I mean?
And I think that's kind of what the best thing about being independent is sometimes is you can be free to do whatever you want and not have to worry about a big time label telling you when you can't do this.
Exactly.
A lot of artists are like independent these days. Even Ice Cube is independent now.
No way.
Yeah.
Ritz is independent now.
Who is?
Ritz.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing with his label, and I like when people do go out and do their own thing with their label.
Yeah.
And if they still associate with other people, that's cool. Like, yes, Ouija Mac is still psychopathic, but he's also cool doing his own thing with Chapter 17, which I'm proud of him for.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Ouija like has his own like little thing going called Chapter 17, and that's what he like calls his label.
Oh, okay.
And then, Ritz has his own thing with his label called CNT.
Who?
Ritz does.
Oh, yeah, Ritz. Yeah, I knew about CNT, yeah.
Well, since you know Ritz, if you ever want, you could definitely have him hit me up and see if he would be down to be a guest on the show, because that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I definitely know him very, very well. Like, he's shouting me out on Instagram. Like, that's where I've talked to him. Like, I talk to him almost every other day. So
definitely tell him to hit me up then.
Yeah. That would be a hell of a show, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, because we both share the same birthday. We both share, like, pretty much, we both see the world in almost the exact same way, and it's just crazy. Like, when I tell people one of my favorite current rappers that's been out the last some years, he's definitely on that list. Like, the dude's got bars.
He's got bars, and he's humble as hell.
He is.
He's so humble to talk to. Like, he is not cocky in any way whatsoever. And like, you ask him advice and he'll take his time out to talk to you, you know what I mean? And I'll tell him, oh, I got a new song. And he's like, oh, I'm on the plane back from Germany or something. I'm going to watch it on the plane. And he's just a really, really cool guy.
Oh yeah, and if no one's ever seen his live show, y'all need to.
Oh, his live shows are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, I've actually seen him on tour with ICP. I've seen him at the Gathering, and then I saw him last year in Detroit, which was dope.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's just an all-around humble dude, and I like how in his songs he makes it out to be cocky. He's cocky in his music, but he's not like that in real life.
Right. Right. He's like a married guy, you know what I mean? Like, I remember like somebody stole his wife's Prada bag. He's like, if I find out who stole my wife's Prada bag, I'll kick their ass and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, like he loves his wife and he's just like a really cool guy, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dude, I would love to have him on the show.
I'll see what he says, you know?
Yeah, and just tell him to message me on like Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it is very simple, because I like doing these kind of interviews, because the one thing people tell me they love about my interviews is I'm not like the person who asks like pressuring questions. I just like literally make my guests feel at home and I feel comfortable, just like you're talking to a homie or whatnot.
You're very chill and laid back and it's really comfortable, yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen people that try to do interviews and they can't even hold an interview. They act like very unprofessional and stuff.
They run out of stuff to say, you know?
Yeah, like me occasionally, yes, me and my guests might get thrown off and we might crack the occasional joke, but we're still like having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, eventually I'm going to start trying to do my interviews in person. So when someone's like sitting with me in an interview, we could like pass a joint or something and just like, here you go. Next question.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because like I said, eventually I'm getting a new setup. So I'll have an actual computer desk again. I'll have a microphone. My plan is to get a green screen, and I'm going to have a studio in one of the extra room in the place that I'm living.
Track Addicts has all that. My label, that's like the Pure Evil video was done a lot with green screen. You could probably tell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and green screen, I've watched some people use green screen and some people's green screens suck. It's like, dude, no. Or I've seen people where they have their green screen. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
I was doing my little joke when I come back where it looks like I'm still frozen and then I move.
But what did you think of the green screen in Pure Evil? Did you like it?
That was actually really good. I didn't even notice that was green screen half the time.
Oh,
So you did really good. There was times where I couldn't even tell it was green screen.
Oh yeah, a lot of green screen actually.
And I've watched some people do live streams where they're utilizing green screen and their green screen is just terrible. Or when they're trying to add background effects, it's like the most shittiest thing and it like hurts.
Oh yeah, it looks so corny. You know what I mean?
I was like, and you want to say I'm corny? Look at you.
Yeah, look at you with your green screen.
But yeah, I found really good green screens like on Amazon. I found a good microphone. Like some people that I know that do podcasts, they're like, yeah, that's actually a good microphone for $40-some. Because my goal is to make everything more and more professional.
I love Amazon. I'm a avid Amazon shopper.
Yeah, they have a lot of good deals at times.
Yeah, I got a bunch of. Then I order the weirdest stuff from there. They probably think I'm a total lunatic Like I ordered like these like explosives and barbed wire and like all this random stuff. And they're probably like, this girl is totally nuts. And then I go to Walmart and like I'm buying duct tape and like rope and like and then I needed bleach, so I was buying bleach and plastic wrap, because in the video I actually do wrap her face in plastic wrap.
Yeah, I watched that. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah, and so I think that girl, her name's Vanessa, I think she did a fantastic job. She's actually butt naked.
And what are actually some of your favorite horror movies? Like, if you could pick, what's your favorite horror movie franchise of all time?
I like Pinhead.
Oh, yeah. Pinhead's one of my favorites, but my favorite, even though everyone says he's overrated, but I don't care. I love Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers is a shit. I like Pinhead, you know, because a lot of people, like, I think, you know, it doesn't get enough props, you know, Pinhead. I think it's, I don't know, it's really different, you know, it's scary.
And I think that's what makes Michael Myers scary. Yeah, he can't die, but he is still the closest thing to a living person that could kill you, like something real.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I think that's what makes him scary, and he's silent the whole time. You don't know what he's thinking or feeling.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Pinhead's more like psychological, you know, thriller. You know? If it's more like fucks with your head, like with the visuals, with like the people he kills, and they turn into those crazy looking things, and I love it. But like for more of like new school stuff, I like House of a Thousand Corpses and
yeah, I love those movies. House of a Thousand Corpses, the sequel Devil's Rejects, and I love 3 from Hell. I love those movies.
Me too. I love those. I love those. I think my last video kind of remind me of House of a Thousand Corpses a little bit, with like when I'm wrapping her in plastic and stuff.
Yeah, Sid Haig is one of my favorite horror movie actors. That dude was a horror icon.
Mm-hmm.
I literally broke down when that dude passed away.
You what?
Oh, I got like super sad when he passed away.
Aw, me too.
Because I always heard from stories from people that met him that he was like the nicest, funniest dude you could meet.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I still want to get a shirt that says Captain Spaulding for President.
Do they have those?
Oh, yeah. If you go on Amazon and just type in Captain Spaulding for President shirt, they have them.
Oh, wow. Then you can get anything on Amazon.
Well, that is why their motto is A to Z. They sell anything and everything.
Yep. They really do. Like, people tell me, oh, yeah, get that on Amazon. I'm like, no way they have that. You know what I mean? And I'll type it in, and sure enough, they have it.
You'd be amazed some of the stuff they sell at Walmart online on just their website.
Really? A Walmart?
Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff at Walmart. Like, I'm like, what the?
You've got me reminiscing about living in Colorado.
Did you actually go to shows in Colorado?
No. Yeah. I mostly stayed like inside, or like, oh, I didn't stay inside, but I went out. I love the landscape out there, the mountains. Like, it's so pretty, you know what I mean? And the air is different. Like, it's a lot easier to, like, I have really bad allergies and stuff, and it's a lot easier to breathe there for some reason. And
Which is funny. For some people it is, and for some people it isn't because the elevation.
Oh, I think you have a lot less trees than there are here. And
Up in the mountains we got more trees, but down like here, there's not a lot.
Yeah, I think that's why it was easier for me to breathe. Because I live in the city, but like when I go to my mom's house, she lives like more in the country. Like I can't spend the night and stuff because my allergies are way too bad.
Yeah. I like living in the country. It's nice, but when you live in the country, when it gets cold, it gets cold, and in the summer when it gets hot, it gets hot.
Oh yeah.
But it's nice and peaceful because it's more quiet and relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And Colorado is like quiet and relaxing. I did meet some weird old hippies though.
Yeah, Colorado is kind of peaceful and quiet. It just depends where you live. Like if you live in the city of Denver, not so much. But if you go more up in the mountains, it's peaceful and quiet.
I lived in Loveland.
Oh, I know where that is. That's literally near the mountains. That's actually a nice place.
That's why it was so expensive, I think.
Yeah, it's expensive there. But yeah, shows in Colorado are dope. Like Scum, he's actually from here in Denver.
Is he?
Yep.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I know him personally.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you met him in person or not. Is he frozen?
Nope, I'm good now. But yeah, I actually know Scum personally.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why I say he's always given me like some of the best advice, him, Insane Poetry.
You know both of them?
Yeah, pretty much I know a lot of the LSP camp, which is dope.
Smalls 1's pretty cool.
Yeah, she is mad chill and she's got bars too.
She sure does. She's good. She doesn't get the credit that she deserves. I'll tell you that.
I would love to see you two on a track together. I think that would be phenomenal.
I actually, so my producer wants me to too, and I was thinking about making that happen. I actually talked to Scum about it, got a price, and we've been,
Oh, yeah.
So you might see a Siren Smalls 1 track. That would be really cool. Like I
think it would too.
I think that might be my next collab, to be honest. So
yeah, and I've talked to her so many times in person. She's just mad chill.
Yeah. Yeah, she would be totally worth like, doing a collab with, you know what I mean? She's like, and she's so little.
Yeah, she's little, but she's very intimidating.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so cool about her.
That's why I tell people she may be little, but she can still kick your ass.
Exactly. It's true. I bet it's true. I don't know her, but I like to know her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's someone I definitely want to get on the show, and I know it's always hard for her to do interviews sometimes because she gets very shy at times, which I can understand.
Does she really?
Yeah, like I even tell people, it may not look like it, but I suffer from anxiety, but doing this show really does help with my anxiety. Like when I was in school, I hated public speaking.
Really?
Yep, but now you wouldn't even know that I suffer.
Now you got your 5-year and you got your award-winning show?
Yeah, and you wouldn't even know I'm someone who has anxiety.
No, you wouldn't.
Because
People say I'm a little loud and I talk a lot. But I've never been shy. Like I'm super outgoing person.
exactly, I'm the same way. I always tell people I'm a nice person. Now, if you get on my bad side or mess with people I care about, then watch out.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
Or
Watch
as
out.
I always tell people, the famous saying, I could be your best friend or I can be your worst enemy. It's up to you.
That's true. What chain are you wearing?
It's actually this little one or the big one.
Both of them.
This is actually the symbol for chaos and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then this is actually an LSP one.
That's what I thought. I kept seeing it swing around, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea where Beastmaster is. I'm going to go mess him, go, bro, where are you?
He told me 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll see. And if not, we'll definitely play it next time, I promise.
Okay. Sounds awesome. And next time I'll have another video.
Well, then we'll definitely even play that, especially.
This next video is going to be wild. Like, I don't want to tell you about it, but did you ever see my video, The Witch is Back?
Yes, I love that.
I'm really on fire at the end.
Oh, damn.
I have a scar from it.
Damn.
I don't mess around. Like, I was like, I'm gonna set myself on fire and rap. Either you're gonna film it or you're not. Because my producer was way against it. Way against it. And I told him I'm gonna do it. If you want to film it, film it. And then the guy who was supposed to put me out tripped and spilled the water. That's why I have a scar, because he spilled the water and I had to like stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, shit.
We're doing like a behind the scenes like outtakes video, and you could see like there's a lot of me being on fire that got cut out that looks really cool, actually, which I'm mad at him after I saw it that he didn't put it in there. But I think it's going to be a really cool little extra, video.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually going to be an uncensored version of Pure Evil on our website, trackaddicts.net.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, do you have any like final words, or you could chill on for a bit, or we could definitely have other guests on and then you can hop back on if you want?
Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's your show. Do you have other people waiting to come on?
Yeah, I'm sure I have a few people that would want to come on.
Okay. Well, that's totally fine with me. And if Beast comes on and you guys want to play my video, I'd appreciate it. I'll sit back and watch for a while.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And you could mingle in the chat too if you want to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely will. I'll sit around and continue watching.
Hell yeah. Well, if we are ready for you to come back on, I will definitely let you know. Or like I said, if not, whenever you're ready to come back on the show when you got new music on, just let me know and I will book a spot for you.
I'm so honored. You are chill, my homie. I had a great time.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good night.
You too. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Later.
Later. Peace.
So yeah, that was Siren, y'all. She was one of the many guests, and we're going to have many other guests hopefully lined up, I don't know. No, it kind of isn't the Hours of Chaos 5-year anniversary I was looking for, but you know what? We're just having fun. Who cares about how many people tune in? No, we're just having fun with this. I see you, Sis. Yeah. You know, because not a lot of people did reach out to me to be on the show. So it's okay if not a lot of people tune in. Like I said, I don't expect a lot of people to tune in. Yeah, I don't know how long I do this. Hopefully it's been a pretty interesting show. I love you too, babe. Yeah, hopefully this is a good show. You know, I was trying to get guests. You know, I did make a post letting people know that I was going to be live for a 5-year anniversary stream. And yeah, I'm not going to do a backflip. No. Yeah, like, what is everyone's favorite episode of the Hours of Chaos? Since I know we have some people that just joined us. What are some of your guys' favorite episodes of the Hours of Chaos podcasts? Who have been some of your favorite guests on the show? What's one of your favorite memories from the Hours of Chaos podcast? You know, there's been 5 years of just doing it. Like I said, not a lot of shows, like podcast wise, can say they've lasted for 5 years. And I've never cared about how many people tune in as long as I'm just doing what I love. Darby O'Trill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had quite a few guests on here, you know. You know, things are starting to look up. Things are looking really good. You guys. Yeah. There's been times where I was going to retire this show, in all honesty. There's been times where that was almost legitly going to happen. Remember when you and Devereaux did backflips? PJB Babe is short for Project Born. That's the abbreviations for Project Born. How you doing tonight, though, Siznak? What you up to today, man? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Lakeland. Okay. That's not gonna happen. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. It would be a good guest spot, but I don't see it happening. Oh, yeah. But yeah, did I ever think I'd be doing this show for 5 years? I actually don't. I didn't really think I did. Never say never. Well, that's one of those times where I get to say never. It's not going to happen. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. Now the only question is, how many more years of the Hours of Chaos podcast can keep going? How many years can it keep going? Like I said, I'm just having fun doing this. I just have fun having people on, promoting people, sharing thoughts and opinions. I don't even think we are going to have any other guests, so I don't think we are going to have any other guests. I don't know, because I don't know. Again, I do apologize, y'all, if this hasn't been like the most good 5-year anniversary. But I did let people know weeks in advance that I was doing this. I'm just having fun doing this. People say since everyone's all saying backflips, I'm almost tempted to go, you do a backflip, and you do a backflip, and you do a backflip, and you do a backflip. If it's even around for 5 more years, that's the only question. Will it be around for another 10 years? I don't know. Eventually it would be nice getting by, doing what you love. But yeah. Hopefully it's been a good show for y'all. Sorry if I couldn't make it really good, but I still think it was a pretty entertaining show. But I'm going to continue doing this for as long as I can. Maybe eventually but we do have giveaways planned somewhere down the line, because I want to give back to you guys. Backflip reaction videos, that would be pretty entertaining. Well, I can't do screen sharing on my end yet, so that's why I said I'm getting my computer back and all that. I'm going to get a good microphone. Thank you, HorrorCon. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love my own backflips. Oh, you guys crack me up. Yep, definitely. Yes, they are. They are, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully this has been a great 5-year anniversary stream. Mainly it's just reminiscing a little bit on 5 years. I know 5's not much, but the only reason why it feels like a lot to me, because like I said, you've never seen a lot of people have a podcast show that lasted 5 years. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and probably just end the stream. You guys have been awesome, and yeah. Peace, y'all.